frustrating was the foul trouble tonight?
Yeah. I mean, especially just in the first half. Um, yeah, they're all kind of on like bad fouls too. Especially like the third one, I just kind of got my hand cut in there. I didn't really trying to make a play. So, um, yeah, I mean that was definitely something to try to avoid, and I think just a little lack of discipline on my part.
You've been able to play a lot with the starters this year. I think statistically, you and Jayson are one of the stronger pick and roll duos in the league this year. How did that chemistry between you two form, and how has it developed over time?
Um, yeah, I mean I feel like it just has been like a lot of experience, a lot of just seeing a lot of different coverage, and just kind of always trying to just like purify it and make it a little better. Yeah, I mean, yeah, obviously, especially with a player like JC, they're gonna throw a lot of different looks at him and stuff like that. So just trying to be on the same page, just trying to like read, who's involved in the screening action, and therefore just being able to make the right play. Yeah, I mean, honestly, it makes it pretty easy in terms of he's got a lot of different ways that he can attack and score, and a lot of different passes that he can make. That I feel like he's just gotten better and better at. Yeah, just making kind of the read that everything calls for, and really kind of just growing the advantages in different screening situations. And yeah, I mean, I think that's been a big sign of, or a big part of our ability to win games. And he's just gotten better and better at that every year.
Do you guys have to talk about it much, or does he kind of know what he wants to do, and you just kind of adapt to it? Like, what's kind of that work like?
Yeah, I mean, through the years, I guess it's been like different things. Like sometimes it is just we work on in practice and drill work and stuff. Other times it's just throughout the course of the game. One of us noticing something and just kind of communicating it to the other person. And yeah, I mean, frankly, a lot of it is just like on the court, just how many reps we've kind of had that you just get a good feel for it. And it's not always going to be perfect too, but just kind of just continue to work at it. And I think just with our play calling too, like Joe does a good job of kind of just setting us up and knowing like where to try to get the screens on the floor and how to manipulate personnel and stuff to make those the most advantageous.
Yeah, how did you get so good at screening? Is that more geometry?
Um, I mean, I don't know. Like to be, I credit in a sense like I feel like my time with Zach Levine in Chicago was the first time of really like playing with someone and working with someone who, yeah, really kind of had like a unique ability, and so therefore like me doing my job in the right part, and then honestly the years with our team and guys, we have a lot of different guys who attack in different ways, so kind of just getting better. Honestly, I remember even back to like college and stuff, frankly, watching like Al and the types of screens that he would set, and so it's just something you're trying to do to help win the game and win the possession. And it's not always perfect, but just kind of being persistent. And yeah, you're just always kind of just trying to play the game and do whatever works and figure that out.
You guys have had some trouble this year in the first game back from a long road trip. What makes it such a tough game?
Um, yeah, it's definitely just an adjustment when you come back and you've been on the road, which in some ways is easier, in some ways it's hard and stuff. A lot of times you're just traveling back. I think a lot of times you're just glad to get home and glad to get back. And I mean, it's kind of hard to say. Who really knows? I honestly feel like there's a part of being on the road that there's just like a little bit like the stress environment of being on the road, and then you get home and just honestly happy to get back with the family and stuff like that. But I mean, frankly, that's not like really an excuse for like nights like tonight, and we need to do a better job of figuring that out and winning those games.
This is a bit of a different rotation from Miami than you guys have seen so far this season.
Yeah.
What was different, and what kind of different challenges did it present?
Um, I feel like they played pretty consistent to their style. I mean, yeah, the personnel has definitely changed a little bit. I feel like they did a good job just like pressuring defensively and making things difficult. I mean, it's hard to know like what amount is that stuff and what amount is us just having a rough game and stuff like that. And I mean, I think that's some of the stuff that's a little easier to see looking, at it tomorrow and the next day, and yeah, really kind of be able to parse out, what was and what wasn't.
Are you paying attention to the play-in standings and how that part of the bracket looks?
I mean, yeah, I guess you see it and you're aware to it. Yeah, it's weird because obviously those things can still shift. So it's like whatever you kind of see is like, all right, it's probably gonna be this range of stuff, but there's not really anything you can commit to. And even just as it comes to the play-in games, we've been in that situation of playing a team from that for a couple of years now, and it's like even up to the 2 days before the game, you still don't really know who you're playing, although it's narrowed to 2, obviously, most of the time. So that's like kind of a weird part of it, too, is you can't really put much credence in it. You just got to kind of focus on yourself and playing good basketball and getting better at the things you need to.
Great, thank you, Luke.